Creamy good.
Creamy good.
Yay.
Yay. Hi. Welcome back. This is obviously something a bit different, but we've been floating the idea for a bit, and we got the blessing of my mother to do a podcast. I need water. I need water. I just ate a whole roll of garlic bread, and I'm like really self-conscious about that. I'm like, they can smell it.
I don't think they can.
It's just you.
Me, no. They, definitely not.
I'm like, I've got the microphone on. It's even more sensitive.
Right here.
It's right here. They can smell it. But yeah, we've been floating the idea of doing a podcast, and then the other week my mum was visiting and she was like, I think you guys are really funny and interesting. So now you're stuck with us. Because you know what the internet needs? More white gay people with podcasts.
Yeah, but we're Australian.
Take that status quo.
And we're lesbians.
Yeah.
And we're poor. So,
and we live in Canberra.
take that, yo.
How many podcasts are from Canberra? None that I know or care about.
Probably some terrible ones.
Exactly. Oh, there's actually probably like a whole shit ton of political ones.
Oh, probably some okay ones then, actually, maybe. But I think probably some horrendous ones.
Not any in the vein of what we would be doing.
No. Maybe some academic ones.
True. But they're all going to be like made by like, or like funded by like, I feel like there'd be a bunch of ABC. Or even like uni supported ones. Because like Moroni does stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Moroni has podcasts. I do know of podcasts in Canberra. I lied. I know Moroni has many. I am also aware that sometimes people do research dissemination through podcast. So...
Well, we're not affiliated with anything. So... we don't even have a sponsorship, so we can say whatever we want. Anything's possible. Anything. We've got our producer Fern over there. She's sitting on the record player looking quite...
We've got Fern on the records.
Yeah. DJ Fern. She's keeping a lookout for birds, and by that I mean she's just watching them. She ain't doing anything.
She's really cute though.
But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope this is like a fun time for you to listen to. We want to try and do it more often. Who knows how often? We're both busy and tired gals. And name is pending. We haven't really talked about it at all.
I don't know, but I'd like to say that this podcast should be consumed with tea.
Yeah.
Tea check of the day.
Tea check.
I have this lemon... it's called duck shit smell is like the English translation. I'm sorry. That's what the English translation for the kind of tea is. But it's from China. Taste test, I haven't tried it yet.
Ooh.
Thank you, shout out Kita for getting this tea.
My boss went to China and she was like, do you want anything? And I was like, can you just bring a bunch of teas for my girlfriend? And she delivered.
And they really taste good, so thank you.
I am drinking one from Lupica.
I don't know, Lupicia?
Lupicia? I don't know.
Sounds like alopecia.
Alopecia. This is my alopecia tea.
Alopecia tea.
I don't know if they're just in Melbourne, but I've only been to their physical store in Melbourne.
They're a Japanese store.
Oh, they're a Japanese store, but I've been to their store in Melbourne. This one is strawberry vanilla. And it's like a strawberry green tea, but everything's like coated in matcha powder as well. So it's like a strawberry matcha tea.
I have no idea why you would put powdered green tea onto whole leaves of green tea, and I don't see any reasoning behind it, to be honest, but it tastes really good. Like, I have no idea.
I don't know if it would be the same without the matcha on there as well.
Maybe it's like, is it just regular matcha, or is it, you know, the powder that's like strawberry matcha? powder. So it's like extra strawberry?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think they've just done that for like SEO purposes.
Possibly, but they got me because it
Like
tastes
it's
good.
really good. We need to buy some more soon.
Shout out to my mother.
Shout out to Imogen's mom. Shout out to both of our moms in this episode, to be honest.
Yeah. So let us know what tea you're drinking.
Let us know what tea you're drinking, or if you're drinking another beverage, also let us know. We're all beverages household here, except for hojicha.
Yeah.
Fuck hojicha.
Sorry, you're not. Not you.
But like anything else,
Basically.
I won't drink beer. I don't fuck with beer.
I mean, I don't.
Is that not a beverage?
Well, you're right. I was thinking hot beverages.
Well,
I guess you could drink some alcohol. Well, maybe you need to listen to this. I won't be consuming any.
no,
I don't do that.
no.
So,
Nah. Anyway, let us know what your tea you're drinking, and if you have any thoughts on names. They can be tea related. I was thinking 4 useless degrees.
that's your thought.
That was my thought, because both of us did double degrees that lead to absolutely no careers, apart from academia, which, Imogen's pursuing that. I'm not. But let us know. In this debut episode, I wanted to revisit an idea that I wanted to originally do as a video essay over a year ago, and I started writing it, but I never finished it because life got busy, and I just don't know where I was at fully. But it's talking idea of cringe culture and what we consider cringe, because I just feel like in the last few years, with the swing towards conservatism in the mainstream, everything has become a lot more hateful. I feel, especially on social media, there isn't as much space for people to exist unless you're a very specific type. There was that thing where if someone would post something on TikTok or YouTube, the comments would be you can't post this on Instagram Reels, because Instagram Reels are just known for having awful comments.
Yeah, Instagram Reels was known debauchery nonsense.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah. I think because the algorithm is so different. Because in some ways, it's such a different algorithm in that it's so much more funneled. Oh, the sun just went out. In that if you like a few posts of something, you're gonna just get so much of that.
Yes.
Whereas TikTok, you get a lot more stuff. I think it's easier to blow up on TikTok because of how the For You page works.
I think so. That's how people it's why people get famous, but they can't transfer a following from TikTok to anything else. But I haven't used TikTok properly since I was in year 12.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, fine.
I don't know about their algorithm at all. Not that anyone really does know about the algorithms.
I mean, because they had that whole thing back a few years back where they fully admitted to funneling, or if someone was algorithmically determined to be ugly, so fat, just visibly disabled, even in some cases just people of color, the algorithm would not push them. And then they tried to did you not hear about this?
No.
Oh my
what?
God, it was a whole thing. They fully came out and said we are specifically promoting people who fit these conventions of beauty and suppressing people who don't. And they tried to push it as we're trying to prevent bullying.
I'm just straight up supporting white supremacy?
No, I don't remember if they did actually straight up say people of color were being suppressed, because this was a few years ago. I should look this up. But they did admit to doing that.
That's insane. I thought we were doing the recent thing where it was oh my God, are they supporting, they were, Instagram wasn't platforming any of the people who were supporting Palestine, but then TikTok was, but then it's not anymore after the
US ball.
The US
No, this was in 2020. TikTok moderators were told to suppress videos from users who appeared too ugly, poor, or disabled. So I was wrong about the POC bit.
But ugly, poor, or disabled.
As a part of the
coming
company's
for us.
efforts to curate an aspirational feed.
They're coming for us.
We're not ugly.
What if I am?
You're not.
What if we're chopped?
What if we're chopped and
Exactly. What if I'm chopped, poor, and disabled?
No.
What then?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, which is old news at this point, but it's new news to you, which
It's
is
new
crazy.
to me. It's brand new to me. It's really wonderful how you could do that by just not knowing.
I just don't know anything. But like, I feel like in general, people have far less empathy or care for people. I feel like that was, I don't know, I feel like that maybe was impacts of that. So if like in 2020, which was the year where we were most online, if people who were on TikTok specifically weren't seeing anyone who didn't have like quote unquote conventionally like pretty features, and then suddenly if you have an algorithm change and they're going to be more advert like to it.
Were you in year 12?
Yeah.
I was in year 11.
So it's like, but it's like COVID. So that was the year where everyone was online more, especially a lot of people joined TikTok that year. So
Yeah.
you're thinking about like 2020 to 2022, COVID years, most onlineness. If you're only seeing pretty people and then suddenly if there's an algorithmic shift or something happens and you get a video in your feed from someone who is like ugly or fat or like visibly disabled or poor, you're going to be like, ugh.
That's how they got away. That's why it was the thirst trap era, because they were funneling all the hot people, and all hot people could do whatever they wanted.
Exactly. And like the POV era, like, because thirst traps I feel like continued to an extent. People still post thirst traps.
Yeah, but like,
you don't get those POVs. Oh my god, I was like thinking about this when I was writing stuff down. Those POVs where it's like, on your birthday, your soulmate appears, and everyone's like looking up, and I guess in the universe of these POVs, like text would appear above your like. It's
like the ones where like
they look up and they're like, whoa, like. Producer phone, you can't just walk out of set like that.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna eat. What the hell? Yeah, and then there were the Holocaust ones and everything. You can do whatever you want.
You could do whatever you want.
The police ones.
If you were hot.
The racism ones.
Yeah.
You could do anything.
But like if you were ugly, you couldn't do it. It's like, oh my god, this is so cringe. But like the same thing is being done.
It was still cringe, but yes.
Like it was always, like all of it is
it's
cringe.
All cringe, yes.
I'm not saying any of it isn't cringe. My further argument is going to be that like it's okay.
To be cringe is to be free.
Exactly. I made some of those videos back in the day. I made little POV like cosplay videos, and I had fucking fun. I was having fun.
One thing about Emily, a TikTok girly. She was mildly TikTok famous.
I was. Not in any. I had like 6,000 followers, which like isn't that much, but it's the most I've ever had on anything.
Getting recognized in public is wild.
That was crazy. That
Australia
was
moment.
Australia. Canberra moment.
Canberra moment. Being gay in Australia moment. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that was a thing. It just extends to like everything, like what we allow people to do and get away with. So I think about it when I always see people make like dance videos or covers or like post their art, like. It's bad art, and maybe they're not good at dancing, but I don't know, maybe I'm just like not a fan of bullying. Maybe I'm just like so full of kindness that I can't even fathom bullying.
Hot take. Bullying is bad. We don't support bullying in this house. That's a lie. I'm a hater.
No, I'm a hater, but I keep it to myself.
You're right.
Like you can have negative thoughts about people and be like, and you can say like, this dancing is bad, but it's another thing to comment, kill yourself, because your like 80s cover is a bit wonk. Oh, I had this whole thing about like the beginnings of cringe culture. And I'd said things and I'm like, what is my source for this? I was like, cringe culture, not to be confused. Oh, cultural cringe, the feeling of your entire culture being a bit cringe compared to others, which was actually invented by a guy from Melbourne talking about colonial Australian culture.
Well, that's so valid.
That's really valid, but like I didn't link anything. Source. I guess I read it a year ago.
Trust me.
That's
real though. Australia is like that.
Yeah.
It's easy to fall into the trap of like Oh, I'm sad white person. Can we stay with we're culture? We got no culture.
Well, like, yeah.
Just gotta live with it.
You just gotta live with it, yeah.
We don't.
We don't, but the solution of that is to not just be like, oh, white guilt, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, but the solution is also not like cultural appropriation.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I wanted to talk about like 2016 cringe culture. Because I feel
How
like
old? What year were we in?
I was in year 8, you would have been year 7. It was 13.
Damn. That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
It was.
It was.
Okay. Okay.
Remember, we're 23. We're literally not old.
Yeah.
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 But I feel like we like had that and then there was no cringe culture and then it kind of came back. And I think that like coincided with TikToks, which that now I'm thinking about it actually wasn't that long a time because it was like 2016 to like 2020, like 2019.
I think it was in the waves of like cringe, and it was the same era as like Gamergate and
Yeah.
like fuck women.
Yeah.
And then we had a little bit of like wokeness,
Woke.
possibly due to America and Trump.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a woke uprising after Trump got in, and the wokening happened. And then there was a bit of like, I feel like after that was the like, to be cringe is to be free. Live your life.
But I still feel like that was like performative still.
Yeah, but
It was still a sentiment.
there was a sentiment, and then we failed.
We failed.
We fell off hard.
Yeah.
And we have gone extreme right wing and extreme you're cringe, kill yourself.
Yeah. Because I mean like during that time, like I said, like the most targeted people were just people who were like neurodivergent, like fat and like unattractive, and like especially if these people were in like anime or furries or My Little Pony and like even like or feminists and stuff like that. There'd just be like LGBT cringe compilation, and I would watch so many cringe compilations back in the day. I know we had a very different experience on the internet, so like I'm gonna take you back to 2016. I was 13, as were you. We didn't know each other, obviously. We met in university. But I was like just thinking about sexuality for the first time. I was like at a Troye Sivan concert being like, wait, hold on. I was for the first time like entering fandom spaces, but I was also like, and like getting radicalized off Pinterest feminism posts. Yeah.
I can't follow you.
And like Instagram posts. But at the same time, I was watching a bunch of like cringe compilations. This was also the time where like Filthy Frank and like iDubbbz and all that were like at their peak, I think. And
2016.
H3.
H3. That is when they were peak.
Like that name carries a lot of weight in this house. We don't have time to discuss it today.
Maybe for another
But
day.
another time. And I would like sometimes watch them because I'm like, oh, that's what everyone watches. Like those are like the popular people. But then I would watch them and be like, well, they're mean. Like I remember
Maybe you are too pure.
I would
full of
watch like
kindness.
Leafy's videos and it'd be like Jacob Sartorius cringe and I'd be like, haha, that's funny. Retrospectively, obviously it's bad that like everyone just bullied a 13-year-old kid, but I was also a 13-year-old kid at the time, so like it evens out. And I'd be like, haha, like this silly little kid is funny, but then he'd be like, these feminists are so stupid, and then I'd listen, I'm like, no, but like she's making points. But I would enjoy cringe compilations. I couldn't watch the feminist ones because I'd always just be on the feminist side and I didn't take any pleasure. But like I would watch like an anime one or a fairy one or a queer one, and that's where I learned what non-binary people are. And like those are the ones where I'd be like, wait, like no, they're right, like I get it. Like why are we booing?
We're so opposite.
I know.
Isn't it crazy?
It's
Life's
crazy. Life is crazy.
I had like almost exactly the opposite interaction with the internet. I was like introduced to the internet at like 13, 14 because I got a job and I bought myself a phone. Before that, not aware. So I like speed ran being cringe and being in fandoms. because I was like into things before, like Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil, but I didn't have any like fandom of it because it was just me and my sister being like, this sounds good.
Yeah.
So I was really cringe.
Yeah.
But it was like speed run, and then my friends were like,
what?
because they had internet
Yeah.
and existed on these platforms, and then they were like, and I was like, okay, none of this. But I did. It wasn't then. I was. It's really sad to say, but it was like year 10. It was like year 9, year 10. And I was watching Shoe on Head. And I was watching her weird boyfriend, not boyfriend anymore, Armored Skeptic. Now that one's a deep cut. He was one of those weird YouTubers that they didn't like to show their face, so they'd have a little animated guy of them.
Oh.
They have like a little guy. It's like a VTuber before a VTuber.
Yeah, like a PNG tuber.
Yeah, one of those.
Oh, they're the worst.
Yes.
I've never watched this. I think I must have just heard the name.
They were together.
Okay.
So I was part of that, and I was very like, I wasn't at the extreme end because I wasn't like women are bad. I was just like, fourth wave feminism is like taking feminism too far and you're being silly, and like these things aren't real. Like the Pake app's not real. It's all fake, and like you're being too woke. There's not that many genders. Stop it. It coincided with some other things happening in my life, so I think it makes sense how I got to those situations. They both explain each other very well. I had no self-esteem and also no self-respect as a woman or a queer person. I was like, you're a bit weird, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a bit cringe and weird. So that's how all those things happened.
See, I think for me, I went in the other direction of like watching like cringe comps, but not like the feminism ones, like the other ones, because I was probably struggling with my own like undiagnosed autism and being like, well, I'm weird, but I'm not wearing a fucking fursuit, so
I'm not a furry, so I'm pretty regular.
like I'm like obviously there's something up because I like can't have friendships, but like I don't want to fuck a pony, so like, you know.
Something's going right in my life.
So like it could be worse.
It could be worse.
Speaking of My Little Pony, got a big My Little Pony band-aid on. I've come back around. I've never watched the show, but I'm just like at the moment, ever since it's been the year of the horse, been really enamored with them.
Really loving horses this year, guys.
Shout out horses.
Petit poney.
Petit poney.
Horse, horse, horse.
Horse, horse, horse. Horse, horse, horse.
Just letting you in on some of our wonderful vocal stints this year. It's the year of the horse. Get in on it,
It's the year
guys.
of the horse, horse, horse.
Yeah.
Horse, horse, horse.
I think it makes sense. So
The year of the horse.
the year of the horse makes so
Just
much
makes
sense
so much.
to me.
Like when you look at the zodiac calendar.
If you see a horse in real life, guys, it just makes sense. No, it doesn't. They're
They
weird.
actually don't.
They actually have.
They're kind of scary.
I don't think they're scary, but
They're
they don't
beautiful,
make
but
sense.
scary.
It's like a woman, a wild, beautiful woman.
I was
free.
gonna say an angel, like a biblically accurate angel.
I was thinking of those quotes where it's like, a woman is like wild and beautiful. You have to let her free.
Yes.
So like 2016, we had that like terrible political landscape. We pushed back against it, but it's not proper pushback because there never is on the internet. And it was like, to be cringe is to be free, guys, but only to a certain extent.
Only if you're hot.
Only if you're hot. And like, it's never like, certain people are never valid. Fat people, never valid. Neurodivergent people, not valid. Furries, not valid. People of color, not valid. But we had like a little bit of like nicening on the internet. We were being nice to each other a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen it come up like a bit recently because it's like June, so it's Pride. And like rainbow capitalism isn't a thing anymore.
Rainbow capitalism died.
And it's like people reminiscing and being like, well, obviously that like wasn't good because it didn't actually do anything for real queer and trans people. But at least like the most societally acceptable opinion was that it's okay to be gay and trans. And like I would rather that than what we currently have.
You never know what you have till it's gone.
Till it's gone. We're like
pave paradise and put up a parking lot.
Yeah, we're like in England is the only country in Europe that now doesn't recognize trans women as women. And like one of the counties just put a ban on like the public library promoting Pride events. And like they've got a Labour Party at the moment.
The Labour Party, they just banned Cenk Uygur and Hassan Piker from going to the UK to speak at Oxford and stuff because they were like, I don't like Israel and maybe they shouldn't commit a genocide.
It's not even the Tories.
Labour absolute flop. Tina in the UK.
I mean, they're not great here. Albanese do anything challenge. Fucking impossible.
Fucking impossible. These are some harsh words, Albanese, but you're flop Tina.
You're flop Tina.
You are flop Tina. You are a nothing burger.
Yeah. And I'll rest my case.
And that's that.
And that's that.
But like we had it was all like kind of rainbow capitalism to the extent like we were being nice, but not in any meaningful ways because like I feel like post gay rights of like getting marriage equality in certain like Western countries like Australia and America and stuff stagnated on like rights, human rights and everything. Like even like going backwards on these rights.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, we did that, so now you can all shut up.
Now you can all shut up.
Oh, you want something else?
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah, and we're straight up going back on things we've done. I think they're trying, in Queensland at least, they were trying to roll back on like anti-discriminatory trans.
Oh, Queensland's insane.
Queensland is insane.
They banned from the river to the sea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Australia is actually insane all around because the anti-discrimination, anti-Semitism laws became like insane.
Insane.
So like Australia all around, not doing great.
Doing great.
Not doing great.
Obviously, could be worse.
It could.
But we're not great.
Significantly, but
Like we are a colonial power, you know, at the end of the day. I want to take it to a place of fandom. I want to take it to a place of Tumblr fandom cringe, which kind of like lightens from where we've been discussing.
what?
But I feel like it very much coincides with and like exemplifies what I mean by cringe coming back and why it has in so many ways.
They're all like the same thing. Like even if it's to a lighter degree of like fandom and like being like, oh, this is a cringe fandom and stuff. It's a reflection of the culture overall. And when it's like culturally acceptable and valid to be doing those things as like these fandoms or something, it is culturally acceptable overall to be like gay people bad.
Yeah.
Trans people bad and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I want to discuss Tumblr. Tumblr's a website.
Hell yeah, brother.
We all know it. I don't need to introduce it. It's long been associated with cringe by people who aren't on it. If you talk to someone who's like used it in the last 5 years as opposed to someone who does, they will have like very different understandings of it. I feel like if you're not on there, you're like, oh, that site's dead. No one uses it. Like it's just where all those like random fuck-ass gender things came from. But as someone who is on Tumblr a lot at the moment, I deleted Instagram off my phone, so now I just use Tumblr.
Guess what she's looking at on there?
It's Interview with the Vampire.
It's 3 days before Interview with the Vampire season 3 drops, so
We're insufferable.
you'll never know what she's looking
You
at.
never know what she's looking at. Sometimes it's Garfield that Owen sends me. Anyway, like it's always been a place for fandom. I feel like there's like a lot of cringe stuff happening on Tumblr. Like all the time, there always has been. And like I say
Yeah.
that as like not bad stuff. But like, so it would be on the site and then sometimes we would call like breach contamination where they'd go out and people would be like, oh my god, what the fuck are they doing? Which then led to the whole rise of like fake Tumblr posts. Do you know the story of the fake Tumblr post? It was like a thing for a while that like a lot of stories on Tumblr were just fake.
All the
And
ones where they'd be like, oh,
Like-
I did this and everyone clapped.
do you know Upper Gangnam Style? Not Upper Gangnam Style, Upper Homeless Style.
It like vaguely sounds familiar.
It's like someone is mean to a homeless man and then the guy gets like punched or something and the homeless man goes Upper Homeless Style. And everyone claps. But there's a bunch of posts like this, including the Down with Sis bus, love that bus, that were all actually made by like 4chaners or like this one guy, like not actually on Tumblr, just edited screenshots to then spread hatred about Tumblr.
This is like me, but I was trying to rage bait within Tumblr.
Oh.
Me and my friend tried to rage bait within Tumblr by being, we put like the entire alphabet in our bio, being like, I'm this and this and this and this. Like, isn't it so funny saying that I have like all these different things? I have like 4 sexualities and 3 genders and stuff. And like getting people to like respond to it. But it was within Tumblr itself and I was just being annoying.
Well, I mean, but people are doing that on a wide scale. But like,
Yeah.
anyway, that is all to say that like there is a lot of like cringe fandom stuff happening on Tumblr, like very millennial. And I think of like classic shit, like people calling like characters like Cinnamon Roll, Small Bean, being obsessed like with them being like sassy and saying stuff like my ovaries. That's very Tumblrism, like Tumblr back in the day isms. And like people were like, they were free to be that by themselves on the site. And like that was the same for a lot of fandom spaces because they were very much contained to like these people who were in them and like entered them and learnt how things were, and then just like that's what it was. Like I was doing that back in the day. I was in all these fuck ass fandoms. Name a fandom. If they're bad, I've probably been in it. If a fandom has a bad reputation, I was probably there. I didn't interact or like post much in any of these. I made like a lot of Voltron fan art, but I wasn't involved with any discourse or like events. I was there. I was there when people were putting like needles in cupcakes and whatnot.
I was there when they were trying to make the 2 little like brothers get together.
Oh, Shiro and Keith. I was a Clancer for life.
I was also on that, but there was...
That was the whole thing. Anyway, I didn't interact that, but they were all contained, and so like the shit would just happen within the things, and people who weren't in it wouldn't see it unless it like got really big and like broke containment. But in 2020, as we keep referring to, I feel like fandom got bigger because again, everyone's online. You need shit to do. I guess I'm going to interact, and like everyone was watching anime that year. A lot of people got into anime.
Anime became like more mainstream in a like weird like counterculture way.
Yeah.
Like at the same time, it like continued to be like, oh, you cringe, you watch anime.
It's like,
But
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm cringe and I
you
watch
had the whole
anime.
like, alt TikTok.
Yes. Yeah. I'm alternative.
Yeah.
I'm fake alternative.
Yeah. But you have like people who are interacting with fandom spaces for the first time, and a lot of people. So what they're getting the information from like other people who also don't know what's normal and what's going on. There was like anime TikTok and like the fuck us Haikyuu animations shifting. All the cosplays, like people just buying like Amazon cosplays because it could reel in a bunch of likes. But people like things that were once regular was suddenly cringe. Like, I remember seeing people be like, what do you mean you have a headcanon? Or like, that ship's not canon though. Why would you write this about these two characters when like this is what happens in the show? They're not gay though.
I do like that. That's really funny to me. But like, when I prefer when they have specific things that they're against, of being like, no, you can have your own headcanons of certain things, but they draw a line at being like, no, they're not trans in the show. You can't make them trans. That's not correct.
That's not correct.
They would never be like that. In my headcanon, they are cis.
Yeah.
And don't you dare think otherwise.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me.
But then like you have that, but then also like once that whole thing ended, the normies who like entered these spaces, they left because like the world opened up again or whatever. They were able to go outside.
They had grass to touch.
They are still now in the orbit of people who were in it before and real about it. And so suddenly all these things that they were doing are cringe. It's like, why are you doing those the cosplay like animated moves? I think that's sick as fuck. I think in another life I'm a real cosplayer and I make those TikToks.
What? Can I just get a little history? Like, why did they do that though? What?
I think it was like,
What do we?
to mimic how like especially like anime characters
Oh, because they're.
move and talk. Yeah, like it's just like to add a little bounce to it, and also like animation memes.
Oh, I like can only in my head like hear Five Nights at Freddy's music and then being like.
Because especially a lot of them like during this time like danganronpa cosplay was big, and danganronpa like the video game.
Were you in danganronpa?
Yeah, I was in the danganronpa.
It's like a word and I know that it's bad, but it like
I've played danganronpa.
has no meaning to me.
I watched the stupid anime, okay? I know about Junko Enoshima.
I don't know what the fuck she's saying.
But like that game, it's like a video game and it's like a visual novel thing. So all the characters are just like sprites, you know?
No. What does the word sprite mean in this setting?
It's kind of, okay, so like it's like how you have the PNG YouTubers.
Yes.
So they wouldn't be fully animated.
No.
They'd be like, can you believe this guy? I can't believe he said this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Okay,
And
if
they would just have,
they
like-
put more effort in, some of them literally didn't do that. But
yeah, they'd have like
yes.
5 whatever different poses.
Yeah.
So the dango sprites in a video game is that.
Okay.
When you have like a 2D, normally it's like, you know, like Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that style of game is called a visual novel. Guys, Imogen's never played a game.
I've played a few. Very minimal few.
But like, so when you in those kind of games, the characters aren't fully animated like they would be in most video games where like you're controlling it. Because they're just...
So that's what danganronpa is? Like a visual novel
basically,
game?
yeah.
Okay. I never knew what it was even. I was like, is it an anime? Is it a game?
It's both.
What is happening?
It started as a game and then they made an anime of it.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a like it's a murder mystery. We don't have time to get into all of danganronpa. But anyway, that was really big. That was like a big thing. And they would have different poses that the characters would do. So the big one was Junko poses.
Yes.
She would go boom, 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 because that's what the character Junko would do.
Yes. I've heard of the phrase Junko poses.
Yeah.
I never knew what we were referencing.
That's what it's referencing.
But I see.
But that's why, because like it was often imitating those kinds of things, and that's why cosplayers would move like that.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing.
So like that's cool for a bit, and then all these normal hot people stop doing it. And you just have the weird autistic people doing it, and suddenly it's lame, and now they're cringe, even though like a month ago you were also doing that. And like, yeah, like making fan art, like headcanons, it all became cringe. I have a line in here about me shipping Charlie x Carlisle from Twilight.
Because it's part of like the following the trends, and their trend cycle has become so much quicker and everything. Like, you're still doing the thing that we were doing last month.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Not
you're
realizing
behind.
this person has been doing it for like years before you found out about what it was.
Yeah, it's like, no, hot people were doing those little moves last month, and this month we're doing a little POV about being mob wives.
Yeah.
So get up to speed.
Get up to speed, loser. Oh, I have a whole paragraph about Stranger Things.
The TV show?
The TV show and the reaction to season 4.
Was that the final?
No, that was the second final one.
What? I don't think I know anything about the reaction to season 4.
Do you remember like how they had the character Eddie?
Yes,
And there was
saw that he existed.
You never watched it, did you?
I watched the first, and maybe the second we gave up.
Yeah, okay, so I watched up to season 4, I didn't watch the last season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like in season 4, they introduced this guy, Eddie Munson, and I think he was designed in a factory to try and appeal to like the Tumblr sexy man girls.
He's like the alt guy?
Yeah, he's an 80s rocker, and he's got big hair, and he plays D&D, and he's an outcast because he's like 20 and still in high school, and like hangs out with year 9s.
Sorry, I forgot that it was actually D&D in this show, and I was about to correct you and say G&G. Sorry guys, I'm a big Riverdale head over here.
I have no idea what danganronpa and a Sprite is, but I do know Riverdale.
I know a lot about Riverdale. I fully was like, no, they played G&G in that game because copyright. Sorry.
No, in Stranger Things it's real
It's
Dungeons
real
and Dragons.
Sorry.
Like, I could sense that it was inauthentic. I could sense that he was not. Like, obviously he's a character.
Well, yes.
But he wasn't a pure. The intentions behind him were not pure of heart.
He wasn't a pure of heart character.
Yeah. But there were like so many cosplays, so many edits and POVs. People were obsessed with him. Did you ever hear that song someone made about him where it's like, Eddie, baby? I don't know what the rest was, but it was like a song to Eddie because like at the end of the season, he dies.
No, I don't remember. I know he died. I just saw everyone thinking he was like really hot, and he just wasn't.
Yeah.
Lesbians. I'm sorry.
Lesbian.
But also like so many of them, like they say that those actors are hot, and I'm like,
Yeah.
lesbian again, but I think you're lying.
Yeah, anyway, people were like doing all this stuff for him. They were like, it was also like the end of 2022, so like conventions were happening for the first time in a few years. People are cosplaying outside of the house, they're doing big meetups. There was this one video where they were all, like a bunch of Stranger Things cosplayers met at a con, and they were like holding hands and like singing the like, Chrissy, wake up, I don't like, you know that song?
Yes.
They were singing that at a con. And like, that is cringe. That is embarrassing. But that is also like very typical con behavior.
That's what you're at a convention.
You're at a
I'm
convention.
afraid.
You're at like an anime con with a bunch of fucking nerds.
It's nerd central.
They were
I'm
like-
sorry, it's cringe, but like, that's what the point is.
That's what the point is. That's what the point of the mask is. That's what the con is.
Love that song.
But like, that's like such a normal thing. I remember like My Hero Academia fans doing it back in the day. I'm sure there's been a bunch of other videos. And like, I'm saying that's normal con behavior. I've been to one con and it was here in Canberra.
We're in Australia. They don't have cons.
Well, they do in Sydney, but we don't live in Sydney.
Yeah, they're not the same.
That's not the same. But like, from my understanding as an internet observer, it's like a normal thing. But then you had all these people reacting to it like, oh my god, these people, they're making Stranger Things fans look bad. This is so cringe and lame. And like, kill yourself, why are you doing this? The show is literally about, like, the main characters are a group of boys who are outcasts and bullied because they play D&D and are nerds. Obviously, the show is going to attract nerds and socially outcast people.
The entire, like, you being a fan of something is too much because you're showing that you aren't. You gaff.
Yeah, you gaff.
You simply gaff, and that's not cool. You gaff, wonderful.
Yeah.
Gaffing, absolutely not valid.
Like,
being a fan is not cool.
To these people, because they have never been in these spaces before, they're like, to be a fan is to just like watch and like maybe talk about the show on TikTok. when like they're like, oh, you're buying like the Hellfire Club shirt, you're doing this, that's too much, you're doing too much. That's like so normal. This is one of my 3 Twilight shirts.
They've done absolutely nothing. You have gone nowhere. You're a little internet baby. You don't understand that actually caring is clothes and pins and art and music.
And actually caring is like the most wonderful thing. Like when I'm saying all these things are cringe, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like things can be cringe and that they are societally not acceptable and like do kind of make you go, ooh, because you're like, I'm getting like I wouldn't do that. I would be embarrassed if that was me. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means like I can't do that. Like the other day, I was at the shops and someone was playing the free piano outside of the library and they were playing a song from Friendship is Witchcraft, the My Little Pony fan show. And I don't know how many other people around would have recognized it because it was like 9 p.m.
No one. I'm gonna guess 100% no one apart from you and that person knew what song it was.
I'm like, I would never do that because that's so scary. And I also can't play piano. But
Wish I had a brother.
yeah, but that's beautiful. I have been
gorgeous.
I have told everyone in my life about this because I was like so enamored.
Well, it's like if you love something so much and you made art about it. Maybe you made terrible art about it, but it made you feel stuff enough that you created something.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
I have some terrible portraits of Lestat in my sketchbook. They're terrible. They don't look anything like him. But I'm thinking about him.
We thought about Lestat so much, we had to draw a little drawing of the man.
Yeah.
And that's what art is about.
That's what it's about. These things that you are fans of should make you feel things and make you want to do stuff that is cringe. Like, and if you don't experience that, that's fine. That's okay. But like, if people aren't hurting anyone, don't knock them for doing that.
They just like never are hurting anyone. Like, they just never are.
They just never are.
It's always just like, and what's it to you?
Literally, this person's cosplay is bad. So what?
They wrote fanfic and it is
Terrible.
terrible. It's the worst written thing you've ever seen.
So what?
I'm actually so sad thinking about the amount of AI fanfiction content there must be now.
Well, because people would generate it for themselves.
They better not publish it.
No. So they go on ChatGPT and they're like, oh, I need to read a little thing to go to bed. Hey, Chat, can you write a fanfic about me and fucking like Draco Malfoy getting it on nasty style? And then ChatGPT is like, I'm trying to think of what they would say. Of course I can.
Of course. This isn't just a fan fiction.
It's a passionate love letter to your little guy.
To your cinnamon roll.
You're not just getting your rocks off. You're exploring your womanhood.
Okay, I don't like it because I don't think you should use ChatGPT, but I'll accept it. I was devastated for like the economies of AO3 and stuff and like people publishing AI fan fiction and
I'm sure that there are a lot, but I mean, I don't go on AO3. I've never been a fanfic reader. But from what I understand, I feel like the users of AO3 wouldn't fuck with that. On about that.
Yes. Maybe on
like Wattpad. But like who uses Wattpad?
Weird?
Yeah.
Because of After and stuff.
Yeah, too many things kept getting published.
They became published and then there was a lot of like content on AO3 that was like, there was this one that I wanted to read, but I couldn't because it was like a pay to read.
Oh.
And it's like, it's Wattpad, what do you mean?
Yeah.
But it was like, you had to pay money to read this fanfic thing that wasn't fanfic, but it was writing on Wattpad.
What was it?
It was just some stupid gay novel. They were gay.
They were gay.
And that's all it takes for me to want to read it.
Yeah.
You can't talk. Lady nights.
Yeah, wait. Tangent about the moth in the night, guys.
Imogen, I got this book because I thought they were going to be lesbians. No, they're not.
And then this motherfucker Roderick shows up.
There's a man, and this woman's not even a knight.
And then she becomes a knight. I just assumed there'd be a lady and a lady. When you said lady knight, I'm like, she's the butch love interest of the femme non-lady knight. No, the man and the woman both end up being knights. And it was nice, whatever, I get it.
But it was straight.
Would have been more epic if they were gay, though.
If you make people gay, you get us. I'm eating it. Hook, line, and sinker, boys.
We watched First Bite.
That show was like all of it.
That show was straight up terrible.
You said there were lesbians, and I was sad.
Sometimes I see people being like, you guys call for queer, like, sapphic shows, but you didn't even watch this. I'm like, I did, and it wasn't good. Like,
if you made something that was a quality lesbian show, oh boy, name one. Name one that you have made, though.
I mean, if we count the Claudeline subplot of Interview with the Vampire, that was quality.
That was the only thing.
Alas.
And then...
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
That was the only thing.
They're always making, like, terrible sapphic ones, and it's like, well...
Well, I saw a post about that being like, sapphic shows are generally for sapphic audiences, whereas, like, gay shows are for straight female audiences, as well as gay audiences.
Yeah, Fujoshi, but no... What's the...
I don't remember what the other one.
Oh, we forgot what...
My friend told us.
Yeah. There's the one for like...
Fujo, but for women. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's not a concept for straight people.
No.
Straight people don't care about lesbians.
No. And if they do, I don't like it.
They've made it bad.
Yeah. But then, like, you get into the whole double stand of, like, men who are, like, into lesbian content and women who are into gay man content. But I feel like there's just a lot more nuance in
women who are into gay man content is more regular and normal than men who are into lesbian content. Men who are into lesbian content are only doing it for the like sexual gratification. There is a lot more nuance involved in women liking gay male content. I'm sorry, I'm woke about that. I think there's a difference.
That's a topic for another day. We've reached the end of my notes.
Wow.
That I wrote.
We love to yap.
We do love to yap. Producer Fern, what say you?
She looks really angry.
She's fucking looking at these birds.
She's pissed off about it. She's all spiky.
Like a hedgehog, like Sonic.
Another fandom I was not in.
I wasn't really.
Fake.
I've watched 2 of the movies. I haven't seen Sonic 3. Andy went without me. It's fine.
Fake friends, but whatever.
Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes.
Exactly.
To conclude, be cringe, love your fandoms, make your art, make your fanfic, do your cosplays. I love cosplayers.
This is what art is about. It's meant to make you feel things, and feeling things is how people create art.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do live in a society where it's going to be harder for you to do those things, especially online, if you are not a straight, white, skinny, cis person.
Hot.
Yeah. Mad shout out to all the black cosplayers who cosplay characters who aren't black and then have to deal with the insane amount of racist comments you'll get. It never ceases to astound me. You deserve the world.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
That's just crazy.
I'm not a big part of the cosplay.
It's bad.
Experience on the internet, but then sometimes something like passes through of people being like, this is political, and then I'm there because that's what I'm looking at.
Also, shout out to artists who draw human versions of My Little Pony characters and just draw them as whatever race they want and don't care about, because there's always, like, no matter what race you make them, they're like, why is Pinkie Pie black? why is Pinkie Pie white? And then Pinkie Pie's literally a pink pony. It's like, it's their human headcanon.
You made a horse a person. What is it?
You can do whatever you want. Put Fluttershy in a hijab. I don't give a fuck. Maybe, like...
One thing people need to keep in mind, if you don't like someone's headcanon, you don't have to be a part of it or subscribe to it. You can have, that's the beautiful thing about headcanons. You can have your own.
You can have your own.
You can go into your little mind palace and forget about their headcanon and think about Pinkie Pie being whatever you want.
You can go into your weird ass head mind palace and with your all white ponies.
They can all be white for you.
I'm judging,
but you know, in your little head, you can do that, and you don't need to go out there and be like, your headcanon's not real. Guess what a headcanon is?
It's from your head. Yours.
It's not real canon.
It's not real.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point. Lookism is the bane of everyone's existence. I do really need to watch the Olay video about it.
Mm.
Anyway, let's wrap up because I don't have much storage left on my SD card. I've been going for an hour, so I hope this was somewhat coherent. I think we had a good chat. I think it was good and not just like incoherent ramblings.
I don't know. I hope it was good.
Yeah. I hope you had fun. I hope we've still got some tea left to drink. It's a bit cold now because it's fucking cold in here. And we will see you next time. Follow me on Instagram, follow Imogen on Instagram, but also don't, because she hasn't even ever posted me, even though we've been together for almost 4 years.
I don't post.
Don't even bother. Also, don't even bother following me. I don't use it at the moment.
I just don't post anything.
Yeah, have a good night. Bye bye.